We live. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. 111 show episode 17, I believe. Is it 17?
Something like that.
All
We'll
right, we
take
just gonna
it.
say 17, man. It's a pleasure to be here with y'all again today. You know what I'm saying? And, yeah, we gonna try and act like we weren't scrambling to get out here beforehand. So
They ain't gotta know all that.
ain't gotta know, but it's real. And you know, we done made it out the trenches of the NFC.
Jeez.
Now we in the AFC.
Where is green and it's fluffy and it's
Greener,
clouds and there's a sun in the sky, man. It's
greener pastures for
greener
sure.
pastures.
Because we got the reigning Super Bowl champs in this particular conference, the AFC West, man. As y'all can see in the title, ain't no clickbaiting. We finna get straight into it. You know, the reigning champion, Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah.
Now we name dropped them last episode because Detroit playing in the first round. Not first round, the first game.
Yep.
And you know, this is a team with the best player in the league. Some would say already an
Undoubtedly.
all-time great. I believe he is the best player in the league. I've been watching Quarterback, the Netflix special. I watched the first episode, tapping in with them boys. You could
Let's talk
tell
quarterback
Pat.
for a second.
You
How
could
you feel
tell
about
Pat
it?
a mixed kid. I'm on the first episode, man, but I'm immersed. I'm immersed. This
Yeah.
give me It's not the same as Last Chance Shoe, but it's a good football documentary already because they all
Yeah.
so different. You got a guy who trying to get back to glory in Mariota, Marcus Mariota. You got Kirk Cousins, who's been questioned his whole career, but he's been solid. You know what I'm saying? He's been a solid QB. And then you
Yep.
got the Golden Arm superstar, Super Bowl champ. You know, the face of the league. So
Yeah.
I like how they did that. I like who they picked. You know what I'm saying? As an Oregon fan, it kind of sting watching it back because you know how Mariota year ended in Atlanta. So
Yeah. And like people was like, bro, why didn't they pick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow? I'm like, yo, this is the best they could have did because we get some diversity. We get to
yeah,
see, and I'm not even talking about from a racial aspect. I'm just talking about from the journey, right? Like you said, you laid it out perfectly. We got the guy who's on top of the mountain, on top of the hill. We got the guy who's dead set in the middle and been stuck there, but been solid. Job is not in question at this point, at least in 2022. And
yeah,
then you got somebody who's starting fresh in a new city, first opportunity to start again, and we all know he got benched. So it's like we gonna get a little inside look at all different types of stories of what's going on playing quarterback in the league.
yeah. I'm only on the first episode, but I'm immersed just because they so, like you said, they so different. Nobody wants to see. Like I get it. It would be nice on like later seasons to have Josh Allen and Joe Burrow. Yeah, it'd be dope.
Of
But
course.
you gotta have this dynamic. You gotta have this dynamic, man. So like Mariota was the former Heisman winner. You know what I'm saying? He was
Yeah.
first rounder. You feel me? Supposed to be the promise to the Tennessee Titans to be that next quarterback. And then, Kirk
Yep.
Cousins, he was drafted to be a backup to Robert Griffin. We taking it way back. And then Patrick Mahomes was raw talent, but he even had to sit back. Shout out Matthew J being here again. You know, he had to sit back for a year under Alex Smith before he actually got to spin.
Yeah.
So I'm liking it. But you could tell Patrick Mahomes a little mixed kid because he got his white friends and his black friends.
It's hilarious, bro.
I hope they get to. I hope Pat Senior get to talk a little bit more. I want to hear from him.
Nigga, we need Pat Senior, bro. That's what we
Yeah,
need to see.
yeah, yeah, man. But it's dope. It's dope, man. But
Yeah.
while we on the Chiefs, um, the narrative that was pushed was they lost Tyreek to the Dolphins, and then obviously they had a little they didn't slow down at all because you went to a Super Bowl and you won a Super Bowl. It's time we stopped down Andy Reid and what Patrick Mahomes can do.
Yeah.
Uh, and here's my little tidbit. They play. I got. Let me get the stat right because last time I read the stat wrong to y'all. Kansas City gave rookies the seventh most snaps in the NFL and the third most on defense in the NFL. So,
Jeez.
meaning they draft well and they put them on the field. They putting these boys on the field, and they picked up because they lost Frank Clark because he took a pay cut the year before, and
Mm-hmm.
he not doing it again. So they're gonna let Frank Clark walk. And in the draft, they drafted another edge and Felix Azuma from Kansas State,
Yep.
and they picked up a receiver because they let Juju walk. She Rice, SMU. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
solid pickups to me. You know what I'm saying?
And
I like these.
Kansas City been kind of trying to figure out that edge rusher position for them for a while. It got so bad at one point they moved Chris Jones out there, and just him being so dominant as a player, he was able to make it work. But we all knew it wasn't comfortable for him. It wasn't going to be the end game.
No, he a
But
people mover though. You know what I'm
he's
saying?
a
He pushed
people
that pocket.
mover, dude. So like
He is a
them,
huge man.
yeah,
Pause.
them drafting edge again, and with the Karlaftis draft pick last year from Purdue, it lets you know what they're trying to do over there. They're trying to get after that quarterback.
Yeah, because you got a conference with. I'm not gonna say Jimmy Garoppolo complete, but he another one of those middle of the pack quarterbacks. He can
Yep.
get the job done. I think. But I'm not gonna divulge too deep in them because we on the Chiefs right now. But
Hey, just
with,
give me a full overview of the AFC West before you even dive deep into the Chiefs.
yeah, so you want win lines real quick?
I want win lines. I want the narrative of the conference. The division. What's going on? Talk to me.
The narrative of the division is I think the Chiefs is going to still ride roughshod over this conference or this division
Yeah,
and the conference.
and the conference.
But Chiefs over under 11.5. They favor to win the conference. You know what I'm saying?
Over.
They've won 12 games with Patrick Mahomes starting each year he started. So it's not a stretch, especially in that conference. They do have a little bit of a tougher schedule this year, but they still going to be the favorite in every game. Los Angeles Chargers over under 9.5 wins. I'm going to go under.
I'll wait on it.
Denver Broncos over under 8.5 wins.
Solid.
They do have Sean Payton in town. Las Vegas Raiders over under 7.5 wins.
So we go 7, 8, 9, 11.
Yep.
I think that's right. Not the numbers exactly, but the order of things is right. Like when I look at the AFC West this year, it's like, all right, we all know the Chiefs are inevitable. They're the Thanos of the AFC West. They here
Facts.
every year.
Facts.
And everybody else in this division is just playing catch up, trying to catch up to the Chiefs. We've seen the Chargers have some success in the past in the regular season. Herbert and Mahomes had some crazy shootouts.
Yeah.
The Broncos just went in all in on Russ last year to try to get somebody who they think can help, get them over the edge in the West because Mahomes ain't going nowhere. And then we got the Raiders, right? Tough situation, brand new coach, but he's the type of guy who thinks that his scheme can win out. So he went and got somebody who he thinks can run his scheme. I think the AFC West is probably the third best AFC division.
Third best
or second. It's third. The North and the East are better.
Yeah, I say North. That's it.
Yeah, the AFC.
Yeah, I'll say North. I'll say North and
West
East. Yep. Yeah.
But the narrative I'll say about this division is if Sean Payton could get this rolling, this could be the best division in football. If Sean Payton could get this Broncos
not for Sean
rolling.
Payton, but everybody else.
Yeah,
if you got two solid teams to represent, which will be when we touch on the Broncos, I do gotta speak to the Chiefs a little bit more, just because they did let their OC walk, and you know what I'm saying.
My boy Eric
Bieniemy, he gone. So, but I still think Andy Reid figure it out. They are missing a left tackle, but I think they can coach up what they got. And that second, what I don't hear enough about, and what won them the Super Bowl last year was their defense.
Yeah.
So got the boy Bolton, you know what I'm saying, and Willie Gay, and those DBs are solid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They solid. I think they all work together very well. They complement each other's game. Chris Jones, cannot forget about him. I feel like you don't hear about him until you cut the screen on and you see big 9'5"
Mm-hmm.
in your quarterback face. You know what I'm saying? Got QB picking turf out his face mask. So I don't think the Chiefs are going anywhere. I think they get 12 wins again.
Yeah.
And they run the table in the West. So new coaching town in the conference, Sean Payton.
Yeah.
The show, man, was good, CeeLo.
CeeLo, what up?
Was good. Like the screen. But yeah, man, Sean Payton. So my narrative for Sean Payton is I think just like how Pete Carroll had Russ in check in Seattle, Sean Payton is another one of those personalities that's like, hey, I'm gonna give you a shot to run his offense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a shot to run his offense, and we're
Look,
gonna do
I
it
ain't gonna
my
tell
way.
you twice.
We
I ain't
tried
gonna
you.
tell you twice.
We tried the Hackett way. It didn't work.
Yeah.
We finna do it my way, bro. They got enough talent on this roster. They got a great secondary. They got a great I don't want to say great receiving core. They have a good receiving core. And Judy, and Judy Sutton and
Tim Patrick,
Tim
KJ
Patrick,
Hamler.
KJ
They're
Hamler.
deep. They got every single type of receiver you want to choose from. You know what I mean? In the court.
And I think because Patrick coming back from injury,
Yeah.
Hamler might not even see the field that much. So yeah, man, I don't know what's going on with the RB situation. I know he tore his ACL, but
well, I do. Guess what? Sean Payton about to do what he do best, and what people have been overlooking in his coaching style for the last 10 years. Sean Payton about to pound a pill, bro. He went and grabbed Samaje Perine from Cincy, and Javonte will be back. Javonte Williams. Those are two big bruising heavy backs, right? And I think they also have Chase Edmonds over there. So that's your scat, that's your third down back. If he's still there, even if he's not, those top two unnamed are there for sure, right? The Broncos went and grabbed some O linemen this offseason in free agency. They went and grabbed some tight ends, some run blocking tight ends. And Sean Payton is about to play a clean brand of football. He's not going to go out there and embarrass himself. And he's not going to let Russ embarrass him either. Now, I think I don't even want to say that in a sense as like Russ is a train wreck, because he's not.
No,
he had one bad year.
He always had a run. He always had a run game though, and it seemed like last year he wasn't completely comfortable. He was getting to stuff late. You know what I'm saying? He did have open receivers, but he was getting to it late. And when he was throwing it, when you throw it late, you know, in the NFL, the margin of error is very tiny. So
very tiny, bro. And like another thing about Russ, real quick, the thing about Russ is like when I think of Russell Wilson, he's like Dak Prescott, right? But in an inverse way, because Dak. Let me get this out, bro.
Go ahead, bro.
Let me. Because
I want to see. I want to let you land.
this is how I feel, right? Some people may not feel this way. Russ forced his coach's hand into making him a pass happy quarterback. Dak was forced into being a pass happy quarterback by his offensive coordinator at the time, who was Kellen Moore. Now, Dak does not want to necessarily play that way, but he was forced into that way.
Come on, man.
Russ wants to play that way and forced his way out of town so he could play that way. And I think it's to his demise, because
I think it worked.
I feel like they have similar skill sets, and they both need to be quarterbacks who are quarterbacks of a run-first team, playing play action, taking care of the ball, making some on-time reads, on-time throws, and really being generals more so than being gunslingers. And that's where I think Russ went wrong. I think Sean Payton is going to reel him back in. Hopefully he will, because I kind of like this Broncos team, man. I really do.
I don't think he got because you would see Sean Payton on the morning shows and he kind of be like he had a look on his face like I could fix him. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I could fix him like a puppy dog at the pound or something. But man, Kirk Cousins is a Christian. Russell Wilson is a Christian.
Yeah.
But I got a tidbit on stats just because to
Talk to
speak to
me.
this defense. If they just lean on that right side of the ball, that right side of the offensive line, run the rock, they gave up the 8th fewest yards and the 12th fewest points last year, and they were on the field the 11th most in the NFL.
That's incredible.
So to have that many snaps and to be that stingy, if you get an inkling of offense, they can get a puncher's chance against the Chiefs to come in second place.
Oh yeah.
So just a little bit, man. Just a little bit. And I know the Broncos fans, they've been waiting to be good. They ain't had no motion since Peyton Manning left town.
No emotion.
So
And
come on,
a
man.
Jero Evero, their DC is gone. He's now in Carolina, which hurts. But that talent is still there. I know they got rid of Bradley Chubb halfway through the year last year to try to get a first rounder back that they spent on Russ, which they kind of just had to do that. But this defense is still there. That mentality is still there. And
they
that
also
talent
thought Bradley Chubb was going to be the next Von Miller, and it didn't turn out being that. So
he didn't.
They had real high expectations. But my next stat, my notes is the Broncos scored. The Broncos only scored more than 16 points in five times last year. They went 3-2 in those games, and 9 of their 11 losses were by one score. So once again, if you can just get a 10-point lead, y'all will get on the right side of that W and L column. Just a little bit. Now let's head over to Vegas.
Hold on, let me touch on that last fact you just threw out there because I like that.
They right there.
Yeah, Bradley was injury riddled, but I got into I'm not gonna say argument, but I got into a nice little discussion earlier today, and it was about how the Lions lost so many one-score games last year, and the Vikings won so many one-score games. And someone tried to convince me that the Lions were better than the Vikings last year. Now, I'm here to debate that if you come with the correct facts. But if you use that as an excuse, like, okay, we lost so many one-score games, if those would have went the other way, it would have been good. The Broncos losing that many one-score games is a reflection of them not being a great team. My point is, great teams are going to find ways to close games out. They're going to find ways to cut your throat and get rid of you and get the W. That's what I truly believe.
I think I don't like that narrative that they was better than the Vikings because the Vikings actually executed in them situations. The Lions didn't execute like that until later on in the season. They came on in the latter half. They had a rough start to start out the year. The defense wasn't what it was later on down the year when you seen them bang with Green Bay.
Yeah.
And that offense was subpar. So like I don't like that. I do think they was competitive enough to outscore people. But as far as their defense, I don't think their defense was good enough to close out games, to be quite honest. I just didn't see it. And now I see an improved defense with some playmakers on there to close out games.
Yeah.
That's why I said they had a few different people in there, some vets, some people who came from winning culture. So when you want to win at the end of games, that's when your real character come out. To me, it's cool. It's cool when you front running. You know what I'm saying? It's cool when you front running or you in a shootout. But when it comes to them last 2 minutes, what you gonna do? You gonna put up or you gonna shut up?
and that's the complete opposite of the Broncos, right? The Broncos' issue was their offense would not carry them in those last 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes of a game to close it out. That defense was there, but if you're not getting in good field position defensively because your offense can't move the ball, if your offense is not putting up points, it has to be an ebb and flow between the offense and the defense. The Lions' issue was the defense. The Broncos' issue was the offense.
Yeah.
Let's roll. Let's get back to it.
Yeah. definitely for the Broncos, man. They could have like in a defense, you could kind of disguise some weaknesses, right? You could disguise an offense, but on offense, it starts from quarterback. And I did not see a confident. I ain't see Mr. Unlimited in Russell
Nah,
Westbrook last year. I didn't. He was limited. You know what I'm saying? He was limited to
super
the point where
limited.
they had to keep running Javante and Melvin Ingram out of town, and you got a torn ACL, and you're all out of whack. But
Yeah.
as we done with the Broncos?
I think we can let the Broncos down. Over under was 8.5, right?
Yeah,
I think they win 9 games off Sean Payton. Growing up in this Cowboy system, I have faith in Sean. I think he gets them back on track. They win 9 to 10 games. I got to look at their schedule to really exact it, but I feel like 8 games is too low in a 17-game season.
we can circle back.
I don't think they're
We can
going to
circle
eight
back.
nine, so I'll give them 9 wins right now. I saw they go over.
I'll give him 9 wins. Sean Payton schemes him up a good first half in a lot of these games, and they defense hold it down for him
Yeah,
to the point where they can kick a field goal to win a few. That's that's gonna be the Broncos' identity. Good script in the first half. They make them adjustments in the second half. They come some other teams catch up to them. But is we ready to go to Vegas?
roll the dice.
I agree, CeeLo. All right, man. Win line for them,
Yes, Caleb.
7.5 wins. Okay, we know what the Raiders got, man. We know what the Raiders got.
Yeah,
Devontae Adams, best receiver in the league, in my opinion. Jimmy G, he can thrive with these type of weapons around him. He has a familiar face in the system. He has a run game. He has viable receiving options. He can distribute the rock. But he's coming off a foot injury. But
yeah.
it's not an upper body injury. It's not a finger or anything. It's it ain't gonna affect him slinging the rock. Or it may. Who knows? But you're getting a healthy Renfro back because he was hurt a lot last year.
Yeah.
And they patched that up by adding Jacoby Myers, who also was in the Patriot system,
Okay.
coming back under Josh. So I see some improvements. Oh, they also got Josh Jacobs, who was the reigning rushing leader last year. He also didn't get paid, and he also hasn't been at OTAs.
Josh ain't gonna pay that man. We know how Josh moving.
That's not his boy. That's not his man's.
No.
So they defense gave up the 7th most points in the league last season.
Sheesh.
And they're still pretty weak in that secondary. Now they did beef up the front 7 a little bit by adding 7th overall pick Tyree Wilson from Texas Tech. You know what I'm saying? He was supposed to. We'll see what he is, but Chandler Jones is looking like he on his last couple legs. If he can beat Chandler, you know what I'm saying? He's getting older. We know how to get with pass rushers. If you're getting slower, then hey, it is what it is. Father time.
You're getting slower. You're getting hemmed. That's what it is.
Father time. All right, but man, I don't know. My key stat for the Raiders is they went 4-4 in their final 8 games last season, and they were 3-3 against the division. So, average.
Yeah. I mean,
they were average.
When I look at the Raiders, I really look at them as the band of misfit toys. Like, you remember that little Christmas show, the little Christmas special on ABC? So, I look at the Raiders as a collective group of talent. It's a talented group, but they're kind of all just thrown together at this point. And somebody has to make a mesh and make it work. Now, Derek Carr, I'm not going to say that he was a one-trick pony, but the way Josh McDaniels tried to completely overhaul the offense, right? And that those Patriot offenses are very particular. They're very stingy on what they want. They want everything done a certain way. To have somebody who is familiar with that system and knows how it runs in Jimmy Garoppolo, I think that's to their benefit. But I don't know.
Sam.
What up, Sam? It's something about the Durs that does not allow me to believe in them, especially with that defensive backfield that you just named. Like their front seven is cool. Like Max Crosby is one of the best DNs in the game right now. He's a monster. But we don't know what Tyree Wilson's going to be. Like if anybody's going to be a bust in that top 10 in the draft, Tyree is probably number one for me.
He was the least decorated out of all of them. I mean, he's the freak athlete.
CJ Stroud's number 2, but we're not going to talk about that. I'm sorry, Caleb. I know you're listening. But so the Raiders need a general there to kind of mesh that together, put it all together. They got good receivers, good running back. Their offensive line needs work, obviously. But they got a quarterback who I think can run this offense just well enough to make them competitive every Sunday. They're not going to win a playoff game. Come on, guys. We're not going to kid ourselves here. They may not even make it to the playoffs. But they're going to be a team you got to watch out for week in, week out.
Hey, man. Say, man. Yeah, I think the Raiders is always going to scrap you, man. They're going to scrap you week in, week out.
They're going to bag for sure.
You know what I'm saying? And I think for me, I'd rather have pressure up front and me figure something out in my secondary. But because, you ain't finna be sitting back there all day because you only can cover for so long. I don't care who it is back there. So you're going to need some pressure, which I think is going to be to their benefit because Max Crosby is that guy over there. And he going to demand some double teams, chip blocks. He going to demand a lot of resources. So,
hey, but what happened?
They can get him going.
Melvin,
yeah.
Tell me what happened last year when the Raiders were blowing every big lead. That pass rush gets tired in the fourth quarter, man. I see it. I'm a Dallas fan. I see Micah Parsons bent over with his hands on his hips. That pass rush does not last long. They built these leads and they can't protect them. My hope is that this offense is not good enough to protect those leads that they built. But I don't know, bro. It's still, I mean, Matthew JB is talking to me saying no faith in the Raiders as well. I agree, bro. I mean,
no love for the Broncos. If there's going to be some noise being made, it's going to be challenging Mahomes. It's going to be the Chargers.
We're going to get to the boat. We're going to get to the boat.
The boat up next because yeah, man. They're going to be they're going to be our only hope in this situation. Cuz while the Raiders going to scrap, I just don't think they got the resources to compete with the top dog, which is the Chiefs. Mm-hmm. So, what you got on them winning these games? I say 7-10.
The Durs
7-10.
I think they could split with the Broncos. They get swept by the Chargers. They get swept by the Chiefs. Yeah, they win about 7. They'll win 6. Nah, yeah, 7 games, bro. Just give me 7.
I'm going 7-10.
I don't care. Give me 7, whatever.
I'm going 7-10. Okay.
I said hips, Caleb.
Okay. All right, man. We got that boy. I know somebody called us out when we talked about Justin Herbert before, but we going to LA. What
did we say? That was wrong.
We call him Jay Herbo, but not everybody know we call him Jay Herbo.
Oh,
it's an inside joke, and we use an inside jokes that everybody don't know. But if you ain't know, when Justin Herbert is balling, he is Jay Herbo.
Yes,
and he's not balling, he is Justin.
Justin. He's just Justin.
He's just Justin. Just Justin. That's good for him. Just Justin.
Either you get Jay Herbo or Herbie fully loaded, or you get Justin. That's it. Just Justin.
Yeah, man. But we talking about them Bolts. Them Los Angeles Android Chargers.
Bolt Nation.
Let's get to it. Now, these boys, they got a coach on the hot seat. They got a coach on the hot seat in Brandon Staley.
Hot.
That
been burning.
That motherfucker is scorching.
Dog.
Boy, I don't know who sees it ended worse, the Eagles or the Chargers.
The Chargers by far.
Bro, y'all had Trevor Lawrence dead to rights.
Down 20.
Playoffs.
4 picks. Down more than 20.
Yeah. 4 picks. And y'all couldn't just y'all couldn't wave them boy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all couldn't
Yeah.
stiff arm them off y'all. Y'all let them storm back like that. Shame on you, Brandon Staley. I would have had your office cleaned out when you got
Yeah.
back.
Instantly. Bro, let's take the crew back for a minute. We all talked that night. I remember in the chat vividly. We're like, yeah, Staley's gone. Every single person in the chat, yeah, Staley's gone. In the 111 chat, ain't no way he's coming back. Somehow this man still got his job. So let's talk about it, Melly. Go ahead, break it
You
down
want to
for
talk
me.
about blowing lead, bro? I seen them fold to the Chiefs a lot in situations to win. You know what I'm saying? Overtime victories, comebacks, can't get the run game going.
Interceptions on the goal line. I remember that
Interceptions,
one last year.
sickening to watch. And I'm like, bro, like y'all overachieving these games and then just blow it, bro. Like, cause nobody's picking y'all to beat the Chiefs. Like, let's just be honest. We know y'all is gonna compete with them, but like, y'all's in position to win.
Yeah.
Like, y'all's gonna have a chance to get a home playoff game, so you didn't have to go to humid ass Florida. You know what I'm saying? When you was better than that team,
Yeah.
but you wasn't that day. But yeah, man, like you got arguably one of the better up and coming quarterbacks in the league, young QBs in the league, bro.
Yeah.
I want to say superstar, but a star back in Austin Eckler, who y'all about to let walk because y'all don't want to pay the man, even though y'all wasted his good years. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Y'all
Literally.
wasted him. Lil Sante Samuel Jr., good. You know what I'm saying? Derwin James, top safety in the league. You know what I'm saying? He coming back. Hopefully he has a healthy year.
Yep.
Getting the aging Khalil Mack. He not the same Raiders or Bears Khalil Mack. He getting a little bit older. You know what I'm saying? You got serviceable interior D lineman.
Yep.
And you drafted another good backer.
And
So
you got Joey Bosa.
and you have freaking Joey Bosa.
Just names to throw around, bro.
Like arguably if we named off more people from they defense than we did the Chiefs defense. So
Oh,
I'm like,
way more.
bro, y'all got weapons. Y'all just gotta figure out how to run in between the tackles, bro. You can't keep throwing flare screens to Eckler when you need it 5 yards, 4 yards, bro. Like
Yeah.
when is you gonna delegate some resources to figure out how to run a dive, run a trap, run zone, do
Well,
something, do something.
I feel like I want to keep talking bad about the Chargers for a minute because they deserve it before we get into the good of the Chargers.
Because they underachieve. I gotta
They
hold them accountable.
underachieve every time, right? We always get hope in the Chargers. They get to the cup and they blow the lay every time. And last year was so egregious. Thankfully, Joe Lombardi's out of there, their offensive coordinator. You got a kid in Justin Herbert, Jay Herbo, just Justin, who has started his career from a statistical standpoint better than any quarterback who has ever come into this league. Better than Mahomes, better than Brady, better than Drew Brees, all of them, bro. Stats wise, there's nobody that's on pace with Justin Herbert. But it's all for naught because you guys cannot build an offensive system that is a winning system. You guys build a number system, which was part of my issue in Dallas. Now, what did the Chargers do? They went and hired Kellen Moore, the offense coordinator from Dallas. I think Kellen Moore is one of the probably top 3 offense coordinators in the game. I hated to see him go. I really did. Like a lot of Dallas fans hated Kellen Moore. I don't blame a lot of our faults on Kellen. I think Kellen Moore can fix this offense for Herbert. You don't need nobody to fix Herbert. You need somebody to fix the offense for Herbert. If you look at how Kellen Moore runs offense, he's a run first guy, right? Who, well, let me get there. Let me get there. Let me get there,
Chaz, because you just said he was a pass first coordinator when you was talking about Dak.
Let me get there. Okay, he turned Dak into that, yes. But this is my point. Mike McCarthy, I mean, Scott Linehan, everything that Kellen Moore learned in Dallas, you got to remember, he played in Dallas too, right? So everything he learned was a run first type of mentality. Even last year, look at our tips in Dallas. We're one of the most run heavy teams in the league by far. So Kellen Moore is going
is that inflated though because you was missing out on Dak?
I mean, if Dak was there, it wouldn't be the same, right? Those 5 Cooper Rush games.
You know them 5 Cooper Rush games.
Those 5 Cooper Rush
the
games
runs was up.
boosted the run. But the years before that, before Dak got hurt, Zeke was top 3 in the league in carries every year.
You had to.
You had
to. Check it out. This is like before we get too far into bagging on the Chargers. This is not because we hate the Chargers. It's because we want to see some parity in this conference, bro.
Yes.
I'm tired of y'all getting whooped on like the little bro, and like the little bro in the conference. It's like the Chiefs. You got a little brother. You got a little cousin.
I got a little cousin. I got a little brother.
Well, I got a little brother, bro. And I knew I was always stronger than my brother, and no matter what he did. No matter how, no matter what, if he had the ups on me, he was getting put in the headlock. He was getting, you know what I'm saying? He was getting DDT, RKO. It's over with. You know what I'm saying?
Not the DDT though.
That's what the Chiefs is coming through every time. They like, all right, that's cute. You know what I'm saying? You got your licks in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Off the top rope on y'all boys. You out of there. Bro, nah, because I want y'all to man up, bro. I want y'all to man it do something because y'all have the talent. We didn't even get to their receivers yet.
No, we didn't talk about Quentin Johnston. None of them boys.
We didn't talk about. We didn't say Keenan Allen. We didn't say Mike Will. We didn't say. You know what I'm saying? We didn't get to. We didn't get to none of that. We didn't get to Everett.
But this is my point, though, bro. Kellen Moore has so much to work with, and this dude knows how to work with a talented offense. 2 years ago in Dallas, we had one of the best talented offenses in the league. And what did Kellen Moore do with it? We're the number 1 scoring offense in the league. Simple as that, right? He's going to get Herbo an offense that makes sense for him. It's going to work, bro. It's not going to take you to the chip. It's not going to take you to the promised land. But it's going to make you more of a competitor, and y'all not going to blow leads no more. See, Kellen Moore has a ceiling on him. But what he is –
you got a lot of faith in Kellen Moore.
He's a floor raiser because he's competent and he's cutting edge with what he does. A lot of the stuff he's running is stuff you're not seeing nowhere else in the league. Shanahan's in them is trying to catch up to Kellen Moore, bro. What are you talking about
here? This is blasphemous.
With some of the stuff he was doing, bro. I mean,
I'm gonna give him his flowers, but you know what I'm saying.
Look, bro. I'm obviously a biased Cowboys fan.
You is a biased Cowboys fan. You're showing your bias right now.
Who hates to see Kellen Moore go while he's in his prime? Yes, he has his flaws, and he has his faults. But he has a defensive head coach now. That's who Brandon Staley was built to us as, right? He's a defensive mastermind. He's the guy who ran McVay's defenses. I feel like he'll have complete and total autonomy over this offense. And because of that, this offense will be good. This defense, hopefully Brandon Staley has more time to focus on the defense, not worry about the offense at all. Because even if he was worrying about it before, he wasn't helping because they were blowing leads. I think the Chargers are a playoff team. I think they get a wild card spot.
I had to Google his name first, but Raheem Morris was running them defenses.
Raheem was running those defenses too, but Brandon Staley was the next guy. He was the Sean McVay of defense. That's who he was sold to us as, bro. Am I lying? Go look it up.
Yeah, keep going, bro.
He's the hottest naming coach. All I'm saying is that 9.5, right? 9.5. The Chargers will go over 9.5. They'll win 10, 11 games. The Chiefs will win 12, 13, maybe even 14 games. They'll be a good team. They'll get a wild card. But they're not winning no Super Bowls, bro. I'm sorry. I know my cousin, a big Chargers fan. This ain't y'all year, bro. Not yet,
man. Not yet. But yeah, for all that I said going in on the Chargers, they have a lot of talent. And I want to see these boys execute to the talent they have. Paper is paper. We put a lot of names on paper just now. That's what we just did. But y'all got to put it in motion. Y'all got to step. And y'all was half-stepping last year. All the way. Y'all half-stepped all the way to Florida and got. But that long-haired
blue-eyed devil. They lost me so much money, bro. It's not even funny. I think that's why I'm hating on them so much. The Chargers lost me so much money last year as a whole. Jeez.
But yeah, dog, let's get into a little bit of news.
So yeah,
if I got a stat for them
while
boys.
He's bringing up the news, Chiefs win it. Chiefs Chargers, Broncos, Raiders. I think we only get one wild card out of this division because the East and the North are so stacked. I think Broncos they probably will end up getting pushed out. So hate to say it, but Sean will get them right next year, year after.
I think Shaw might need a new defense. Can got another from Matthew JB. Can we expect a Patriots like run from the Chiefs dominating this division? Yeah, that's exactly how it's set up. If you want to be honest, that's a very valid point because with the way these teams coming in the conference, bro, and Patrick Mahomes is supremely confident in his abilities. I don't see why not. They don't keep running the table and Andy Reid just keep stacking up AFC championships. They've been in the AFC championship every time.
Year.
The North, who's the only teams? They don't really get challenged till they get to that game for real. Like it's the Bills
facts.
and it's
The Bengals.
the Bengals. So
and it will be the Ravens soon. We'll get to that soon. But Matthew, I will say no, bro, because if you look at that run that the Patriots had, I don't think it'll ever be repeated again. The Jets were in one of the worst stretches of their history. The Bills were in one of the worst stretches of their history. And then you had the Dolphins, who were in the for sure worst stretch of their history. And it all coincided with Brady's 20-year run of dominance. The Chiefs are not going to be able to keep this up and win 17 of 20 or 18 of 20 like the Patriots did. It won't be that much. But, yeah, they'll dominate for a while. But at some point, they might win 13, 14 of 20, something like that. I don't know how long Mahomes will be there. But
I'll say
ain't going to do it like the past did.
I'll say it'd be Patriots light just because Andy Reid's age. But
yeah, he getting up there.
I'll say Patriots light. In this scenario, because when you talk about teams being bad, the Raiders are in a bad stretch. The Broncos have been a bad stretch since Peyton Manning retired. Then the Chargers, they have a quarterback up and coming in the conference. So that's what's going to keep them competitive, the Chargers. Unless Herbert somehow finds his way not on the Chargers. You know what I'm saying? Then they could have a run like that. But that was a great question, man.
Yes, it was. Great question.
My key stat for the Chargers, I was going to say before we got that question, shout out to Matthew. Where to go? Chargers increased their win total in each of the last 4 seasons from 5, 2019 to 10 in 2022. From 5 in 2019 to 10 in 2022. So they increased their win total since then. So I think this might be a plateau year for them where they stay at 10. So yeah, man. Let's get into a little bit of this college news. So
talk to me.
The boy from Northwestern, the boy's freaky. You know what I'm saying?
Real freaky.
That boy's real freaky. Talking about running. But ex-Northwestern players come out and confirm this, man. Let me hop out.
Man, what happened, bro? Not the ex-players talking crazy.
Oh, they got a player entering the portal. Yeah, but Pat Fitzgerald got fired, and now they filing a civil suit. Against Northwestern. So
Pat Fitzgerald is?
No, players are filing a civil suit against Northwestern. But the anonymous source, what I didn't know is when I was doing my homework on this is when we kind of laughed at he went to the school paper. Mm-hmm. Northwestern is one of the best journalism schools in the country.
Everybody that works at ESPN went to Northwestern.
Yeah.
Everybody. or UConn. They all went to UConn or Northwestern.
So yeah, man. We laughing at their little school paper.
No, I knew it was legit, bro. I knew how it was coming, bro.
Bro, but I said when I heard school, I was not hip. I'm sorry.
It ain't the DU Daily News, bro.
It's not that. It is
not near that.
It is not a Twitter thread. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Nah.
But the players came out and said, the anonymous player came out and said this was absolutely he absolutely knew about this. And everybody reporting on it from the video seemed very shocked about Pat Fitzgerald being part of this. He was there since 06.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, if you there since 06, you know what's going on in the locker room. You can't tell me that you ain't walked in that. You know something, bro. As much as you know something, bro. And I was going on to hear about there was holding people down and dry humping them. You know what I'm saying?
I called cap on that. I heard that, but I called cap on that, bro. I did. But look, let me be respectful, right? Because I wasn't in that. I wasn't in that locker room, bro. Hey, let me get this narrative off, Mike. Hey, Pat, no, play.
I ain't saying nothing. I don't know what that man did.
Real talk. Let me slow down. I want to be respectful to the victims of these hazing incidents, bro, because I mean, some of the stuff we're hearing is just absurd, right? And it's hard for us to believe. It's hard for anybody to believe. And I'm not going to say that I do or don't, but what's been reported is absurd, and somebody has to answer for it, right? Like, these are people's kids out here going to college, bro, signing up to play football, happy. Hey, I'm about to go play college football at Northwestern. And you run into this situation as an 18-year-old kid, first time away from home. You know, it's a bit tragic, bro, if it's as deep as they saying it was, right? Because there's hazing, and then there's like going too far. And the description of what was going on in there, whether it be true or not, the description that we heard that the public got is absurd, bro. It's absurd. And it definitely went too far. And somebody has to pay the price for that. And the head man, Pat, he had to roll. It had to be that way, bro. Now, my narrative that Mike actually helped me, I'll say, generate a little more confidence in, is Pat Fitzgerald. You look back at his playing career, he's a legend at Northwestern. One of the best players that ever come through there.
Yeah.
He is the face of this program. He built it up in his image. They're tough. They're gritty. You know, you never know when they're going to win. They won the Big Ten West. What was that? Like 3 years ago, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
It was not that long ago, right? They're competitive year in, year out. You never know. I think he was too popular in Chicago to get rid of, to fire. But the AD or whoever it was in the administration knew that he topped out and knew they wanted to go in a different direction. This is my after dark narrative.
He just got a 10-year extension.
Exactly. And it's worth so much money. And then you go out there last year and you win one game. You win one game.
He was 2 years into
it. And then they see Luke Fickell coming into the West. They see Matt Rule coming into the West. And they're like, oh, whoa, hold on, bro. We ain't playing them old school. Iowa still, but we ain't playing them old school Purdue's no more. You know what I mean? Like, hey, it's time to get with it or get left. And I feel like they like, hey, let's pull the plug, do what we got to do. This is my after dark narrative, bro.
You saying are you? I'm hearing what I'm hearing is, are you trying to say somebody leaked this? Somebody they pressed that button. They was like, hey, tell them boys was in there humping you.
Look, bro. Look, bro.
Tell them the lineman was doing the car wash. They was standing buck naked, spinning in front of the shower. Tell them that.
Foul play is at hand. Come on, bro.
Allegedly.
Foul play is at hand from up top. Up top.
Everything is allegedly.
Everything here is allegedly.
Foul play. Dog over the top. Hey man, y'all are just wilding.
Oh, we're going off the rails, man. But yeah, that's all I had to say, bro. I think they wanted to get rid of Pat. I heard some names thrown around, Sharon Moore as a potential Northwestern head coach candidate. Not going to happen ever in a million years. You don't leave Michigan to go coach at Northwestern. I'm sorry. No. Even if you're the OC at Michigan, if you had the opportunity to become the head coach after Harbaugh leaves, you're not leaving that for Northwestern. I'm sorry. So take his name out the hat, out the ring. If he goes and he takes that job, I'll eat this hat right here, the polo hat. I'll eat it on live.
On live, I'm gonna hold you to that, but man, listen, that was the messy segment of the show. I'm gonna get off that, but did you see our rookie Pistons in the summer league?
Talk to me. What they doing?
Hey man, so like I was at the lake, man. So you know, ain't much to do but be on the water, turn the TV on. So I cut on the summer league game. They playing the Spurs, and you know, twin out there playing defense.
Twin
hooping? Like it's the NBA finals. he put back dunk. I'm like,
what?
He distributing the rock. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, he blocking. You know what I'm saying? He locking up, man. Mike Ketchum was banned and their comments was moved.
I didn't mean to do that, bro.
But
I
you
tried to
banned
put
Mike?
I tried to put him I tried to put him in timeout, bro.
Oh, he banned him. He
He's
banned him.
cooked.
But
All right,
yeah,
anyway, Twin going nuts.
Asar Thompson, he what I liked is he's playing defense out the gate, which is something it's just in you, bro. Like you can't really coach. You can coach defense, but like it's certain players where you just like them Kawhis and them Kobe's and
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? The Tony Allens of the world where he gonna be a menace on defense, and that's that Detroit basketball.
That's the
attitude.
identity we need.
That's the attitude we need, man. So check it out. And then we had another. I like that he's playing well. You know what I'm saying? Then our other rookie, Marcus Sasser out of Houston, dropped a 40 piece.
What?
40 piece. Disgusting. Going nuts. You know what I'm saying? CeeLo said it. Tween cross pull up midi fade. You know
it's a tween cross pull up midi fade.
He up in under English off the backboard. I'm oh yeah, he pro ready. He got a pro game.
He's linky. He linky as hell, bro.
Pro ready, and he played defense too. So I'm like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Some of these guys that's in the locker room right now gotta go because Monty will. You know we got Monty Williams now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He had Miles Bridges and the boy Cam Johnson going crazy, and I think he could bring that potential out of them boys, bro.
Yeah,
I'm trying to do two things at once: 40 ball off the Buffs. But check it out, man. I like Marcus Sasser game, dog. I'm liking Asar and Marcus Sasser game. I'm thinking it's time they move on from Killian. You know what I'm saying? Probably get Bagley up out of there.
Killian ain't doing nothing, bro. He gotta go.
He gonna be, you know what I'm saying? He gotta go back to the croissant shop or something. He gotta go back and play on Wemby team. They got a spot open, I heard.
I don't know what they got open, but it ain't here, bro. Sorry.
It ain't in Detroit.
No, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Your locker has been cleaned. But yeah, man, that was my little Pistons tidbit. I had to speak on them boys because they was hooping. I recognize it. So
love to hear it.
I think the Pistons is gonna be good in the future. I got hope for the Pistons, man.
Yeah.
You want to talk about Madden ratings?
Let's talk about it. We got some new Madden ratings dropping.
I heard you got the safeties.
I did see the safeties. Yes. Let me put that up for you. So if y'all don't know, man, we are a big gaming community right here in 111. I don't know if y'all checked out the Twitches, but me and Surgical C be twitching. I be going nuts on them on 8K live. So every year Madden drops, position ratings. It's just something to wet your whistle till the game come out. Right now, top 10 safeties in Madden 24. We got Derwin at the 1, 95. We got Minka at the 2, Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, 93. Matthew Pistons, yeah.
We got Justin Simmons from the Broncos at the 3. He a 92. We got Kevin Byard at the 4. He a 92. Jesse Bates at the 5. Jesse Bates at the 5? That's insane.
Shout out to him. Jesse Bates a baller, bro.
I thought Jesse Bates was probably about that 8, 7, 8. Yeah, ATL about to be nuts, bro. So with him being at the 5, what else you got?
Oh, I was gonna do the receivers.
Okay, let me talk about these last 5. We got the Honey Badger at 91, Buda Baker, Jordan Poyer, Harrison Smith. Good old Harrison Smith still at it.
Good old
Vikings, man.
Double arm sleeve.
Skull, Vikings, Skull. And then Micah Hyde rounding it out at an 89 at number 10. So, hey, I mean, it pretty much lines up with what I thought. Besides Jesse being a little higher than I thought, but I'll take it.
Hey, I'll take it. I'm not really gonna argue that joint.
Nope.
I think that's right where it's at. But the receivers is where it get kind of hairy for me. All right, I'm gonna start from the 91s. Amari Cooper, AJ Brown. Then we get to number 8, Scary Terry McLaurin.
Yep.
Number 93, DeAndre Hopkins, D-Hop. Jamar Chase, number 6, 94 overall. Tied at 4 is Cooper Kupp at a 96 overall. Also tied at 4, Stephon Diggs at a 96. The number 3 receiver, who I think is the best receiver in the league, Devontae Adams at 97. I understand it. I think he should have been a 99 too, but I guess.
Yeah, that's
Tyreek Hill, 98. He's the number 2 receiver. He had a crazy year last year. And then the offensive player of the year, rightfully so, who should be a 99 overall. My boy Matthew said it already, but Justin Jefferson for the Vikings, a 99 overall. The best receiver in the game.
yes,
In
sir.
the game.
In the game.
And last year he had a crazy receiving year.
It's crazy how fast things change, right? Especially at this receiver position. I could have swore Hop was like a 97 last year, 98, 97. Now he's all the way down to 93. All it takes is one.
He was off that good trend, them SARMs.
I'm telling you, all it takes is one little suspension,
allegedly,
one little bad stretch in your season, and they trying to knock you off. Terry McLaurin, was he over D Hop? If he was, absurd.
No, he wasn't over.
He was right under him.
I think they might have been tied. Chase should be higher though. I agree with you. Chase should be higher.
Yes. Well, hey, hold on. Chase is 6, right?
Chase should be higher.
Chase is 6, right?
I think he in that 96 realm. He at 94. He number 6.
He at 94.
I think he should be. I think he should be higher. I think Cooper Kupp was in 96, but he got hurt last year. But I feel like he should be in 96 too. What he did last year.
Okay, so who's directly above him? Diggs? Above Chase. Yep.
Diggs.
I'll take Jamar Chase over Stephon Diggs.
You would?
Absolutely. In a heartbeat.
I respect it.
Yeah. Give me Jamar for sure.
But DeAndre Hopkins was the 7th rated receiver at 93. But he was out from the suspension, which took a hit on the rating probably.
It did, absolutely.
So, you know,
not terrible, bro. It's not terrible, but
McLaurin was under him.
Okay, who got snubbed? Who are we forgetting about? CD got snubbed.
Did he?
Yes, bro. What do you mean? Did he?
Did he?
CD got snubbed. Who else we forgetting? See, T. Higgins probably around that 89 range.
T. Higgins probably in the 10 range.
He probably the 89, 88. Off the top of my head, I can't really think of nobody else. Maybe Jaden Reed should be a 95 because he about to go crazy for the Packers.
Yeah.
DJ Moore.
Crazy. Yeah,
I'm talking crazy, but DJ Moore, that's a good one.
That's a good one. Yup, DJ Moore.
I'll take him over Terry McLaurin. Terry catching strays today. I'm sorry, Terry.
Come on, man.
Amari should be above Terry. I think they had the same rating, but still.
All right. Let me see. Garrett Wilson should be higher.
No, he about an 89, 90.
He's a rookie of the year.
Exactly. These niggas is vets. We got a triple crown winner. We got ring winners.
We got a triple round overall ring winners.
We got niggas that hat tricked on Mahomes in prime time up here, bro. Hold on.
Yeah.
Right. Let him get his feet wet.
He outside the club. He in the waiting room.
Yeah, let him get his feet wet first.
We talk about the big dogs.
Right.
But I'm trying to think.
Devontae Smith got to be in that 89, 90. He got to be right
I'm about
to
say
edge.
if we talking big dogs, yeah, they
right
outside the club. Anybody else outside the club, big dog. Probably Jalen Waddle would be knocking on the door too.
Waddle got to be right there. He's probably 89, 88.
Let me see who else. Debo took a step back last year.
We're I was about to say we're DK. And Lockett.
Debo and DK.
I'm trying to think NFC West right now. Yep.
We talked about cards. Hop was on the cards last year. Keenan Allen not on the board. Or Mike Will.
Wow. Okay. Yep.
But
that's a first for Keenan.
Was hurt.
Sure.
They was hurt a lot.
That's a first for Keenan. He usually up there.
If we just talking about the conference we was just on, I mean,
nobody from the Broncos. No.
Nobody from the Chiefs. No. Travis Kelce is a tight end. Nobody from the Broncos. Jerry Jeudy is in the he outside in the line.
He on his way.
He put it all together last year for me. Let me think.
Amon Ra. Somebody drop an Amon Ra in the chat.
Amon Ra.
Amon-Ra St. Brown. Can we at least get a 90 for the kid, bro? He went nuts last year.
I think he might be a 90. I think he might. I looked
might
at it.
be,
I looked at
he
it
might
earlier
be.
today. He not the best. He not the top rated player on the Lions. That's Frank Ragnow.
Yeah, instantly. Frank the Tank, got to be one. Yeah, Amon-Ra should be at that 90 clip for sure.
Yeah, I need you to stall for me, Chaz, while I look up the Amon-Ra Madden rate.
I'm gonna keep naming snubs, bro. AFC North, we ain't got no snubs. Besides maybe T. AFC East, he named Garrett Wilson. I'm cool on that.
I said Waddle.
Waddle.
Anybody? We got Diggs was on the list.
Tyreek.
We covered the whole map.
Yeah, we good, bro. We good.
We covered the whole map.
I feel like NFC South. Who we forgetting? Oh, no Mike, no Chris. Really, no Mike.
Ooh,
Mike usually
Mike Will kind of disrespectful.
Mike Evans.
No, Mike Evans kind of disrespectful.
Yeah, he 1,000-yarder. He usually like a 92, 93 on Madden, ain't he?
Oh, that's disgusting.
Yeah, they betrayed him as soon as Brady got gone.
That is
betrayed him.
Well, we on Madden 20, 25, 24.
We on 24. 2020. Dang, Mike, I'm sick.
They got Amon-Ra at 87.
Yeah, they just hating on Detroit at this point.
Okay.
I need at least a 90 ball from Amon-Ra for sure.
Okay, go.
My bad, Mike. I tried to delete your quote. They done banned him.
Yeah, you gotta figure out how to unban cuz
he ain't say work.
That ain't even the craziest thing he done said in the comments.
No, not even close.
You gotta unban folks. I don't even know how to do that, and I'm the admin.
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure that out after. I hope you're still here though.
Oh, he don't even show
up in our guest. Here we go. Right, yeah.
He might not be banned. He might just be in timeout, like you said.
I put him in timeout, bro. But how long is timeout? The whole episode?
I don't know, cuz.
I'm sorry.
You got any narratives to push, cuz? You coming up about a scholar.
I got a narrative. No, I don't actually. I think we covered it all. Hey, free Pat. He gonna land on his feet somewhere, you know. Free Pat, man.
Hey, where could he go?
Northwestern administration after dark, bro. They put the plot out. They put the coup out.
You think they throw Pat on College Game Day?
ESPN can't do that right now. No, sir.
Did he get a Fox Sports job?
He might get a Fox though. He gonna be battling Drip Bayless in a second, dog.
He gonna be on there fake news. That was fake news.
Nah, he gonna be right next to Urban Meyer, bro. Because if Urban Meyer making with all them scandals, Pat can too, bro.
Yeah, if he can too, they might end up on the same coaching staff. They might take over.
No, I'm talking big noon kickoff. Urban Meyer ain't missed one, bro.
Hey man, Urban Meyer and Cub on the same route and Pat on the same coaching staff somewhere.
Yeah.
Where could we send them boys? What'd be a team?
Arizona State or Arizona.
Arizona State
where Jalen Rashada. Send them out there.
Or Arizona or Arizona State. Them boys are
yeah.
Don't come to the Pac-12 though. Y'all got to go somewhere else.
Yeah,
maybe the Big 12. Get Venables out of there and y'all go to Oklahoma and y'all run it up there.
Yeah, because Venables, he a DC. He a DC.
Get Venables up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Urban Meyer, Pat Fitzgerald, run it up. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, bro. You know who might be coming open soon though is the U, because your boy Mario is not getting it done yet. I don't know. He might get it done this year. We'll see.
Should stay in the O.
Miami might be that spot for Urban.
Should stay in the O.
Facts.
Good old O, man.
And we got college football talk coming soon, as y'all can tell.
Yeah, if we ever can get a Friday show in, bro.
Is that the deal? We do it this Friday. Do some college.
We gotta celebrate Mike's birthday.
Oh yeah, I'm out of town this Friday. I'm out of town.
Yeah.
Again, with my.
Hey, we on here bullshitting. I'm gonna
yeah.
we gotta cut this joint off. We gonna figure out college football though. We're gonna figure out college football sometime because we gotta get into that. We kind of been on the back burner.
Free Mike.
Yeah, free Mike too. You know what I'm saying? Tell Mike a happy birthday if y'all see him on the internet. And And without further ado, man, this has been the 111 show. Finna post this joint for y'all. Spotify, Apple
Thank you.
Podcasts. You know what I'm saying? YouTube. Check out the shorts. Follow us on Instagram at 111 show. And if you ain't like this yet, do us a favor. It's free. It help us put out more videos. Like the channel and subscribe. But without further ado, I'm finna get us up out of here, coach.
Thank you. Been a pleasure as
You know what I
always.
mean?
Thank you. Thank you.